Welcome back, Pisces. I have missed you. It's been a while, but I'm here nonetheless. So, welcome to all newbies. If you are not subscribed, please do so and click the bell so you can be notified when a new reading comes up. This reading is going to be for the month of August 2018. And I'm very curious as to see what's going on with you guys. So I'm not going to talk too much. Let's just see what happens, okay? So I'm just going to shuffle. I really don't have a lot to say, and I was very chatty in the beginning of the other videos, but it's like I ran out of steam. I'm not that chatty right now, so I'm just going to get into the reading, okay? All right, Pisces, what's going on with you? August 2018. Pisces. Pisces, August. Eight of Swords. Three of Wands. Temperance. Seven of Wands. So many cards came out. The Tower. A Star card. Ace of Wands. Four of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. The bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay. All right, Pisces. So what's grounding this reading is the Tower. All right. This is the shake-up card. The card from Spirit that says that they're coming in to shake up your foundation. And when Spirit comes in to shake up your foundation, it's because you knew that something needed to change, but you weren't changing it fast enough. So Spirit's like, okay, well, let me come in and help you. Part of the reason I feel like is this feeling of lack with this Five of Pentacles, but feeling stagnant in it. May not be for all Pisces. There could have just been a shake-up in your foundation that is now causing this Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like people don't care about you, you know, feeling like, in sort of way a charity case, you know, and that's, I don't mean that in a bad way, so understand that. But I feel like with this Tower, you know, you're really I want to say pissed, okay? That's the word that's coming to mind. And, you know, there is, okay, so let's start from the top, okay? We've got the Eight of Swords. This Eight of Swords is totally mental entrapment, okay? Being stuck in your own thoughts, being stuck in your own mind. And, you know, we've got the Temperance here and the Three of Wands. And you're so focused on waiting for something to happen that it's almost not happening, you know? And you're trying to figure out a solution to this. You're trying to figure out a way to work through this. You're very defensive right now. You're very defensive. You're very on guard. You're very defensive and determined to start over, to start fresh. But it's because of this tower that took place, this shakeup in your foundation. You know, there's a lot of praying going on. These are all majors right here going down this line. The Temperance, the Star, and the Wheel. You know, I'm kind of feeling like this tower, and not seeing this movement happening soon enough. You know, with this Three of Wands, you know, waiting for stuff to happen. And I feel like not seeing it happen fast enough is causing you to withdraw and go within. And it's like you're losing interest in things while you're waiting for a new beginning. You know, I'm really curious as to see why this Four of Cups is here. I'm going to clarify with the mini Radiant Rider-Waite. We've got the Ten of Cups. The Hermit. Sorry. Hermit and the Three of Swords. Yeah, okay. And at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. So your foundation was definitely rocked, and it's breaking your heart. You know, you're not finding the happiness in this. You know, you're trying to go within and find happiness, you know, but this is hard. This is really hard for you. With the Tower and the Three of Swords, somebody may be dealing with the passing of somebody. That's very possible. And somebody, you know, in the home, and you're having a hard time recovering from that, losing interest in things. That's just for a very few of you Pisces. You know, but you want that fresh start. And it's coming. You've got the Wheel of Fortune here, and it is upright. It's coming. But I feel like, you know, with here you're trying to figure out a solution to get to this place. And with the Star card here, that's hope. You've got hope. You at least have that. This chaotic situation definitely took place. This is chaos, okay? This is just shitstorm, chaos, and you definitely defending yourself in this position. Definitely defending yourself. And you have hope for a better outcome. You know, you have hope to start this new beginning with drive and passion and moving forward. And with this Four of Cups, I really feel like this is you not focusing on the Tower so much anymore, because you still have hope. This took place, and you're very well aware of it. It was very real. It was very painful. And it's right here. It's very painful. But right now, it's kind of like, well, I can't focus on this. I can't focus on what is hurting me. Because as long as I stay here in this, then I'm not going to be able to move forward. You were in your head about it at one point. Coming into August, you still may be. But coming out of August, you're dropping that. You know, you're dropping that. You're not going to let this consume you coming out of August, which is good to see, which means you're moving through the energy rather quickly. And I think it's because you've come to the realization that it's not going to help you. You know, you do have a lot of hope for a new beginning, a fresh start. And it will come. And I want to see what this Wheel of Fortune is here. Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, Strength. Okay. Yeah, we've got the Four of Cups again at the bottom. You know, so somebody or something left you out in the cold. And you don't have interest. You're not interested in getting that back. I feel like that rocked you so much. You're just like, no, I don't want to bother with that. I mean, people leaving me out in the cold, I see clearly now. And you're not going to allow them to dictate how you move forward. But you know, I feel like you still have a lot to offer them, but if you chose to. But that it just takes a lot of effort, okay? You would have to put a lot of work into that, a lot of effort. With this Strength card, it could be dealing with a Leo, somebody with a fiery energy, you know, could be a fire sign. But I'm not so sure you're interested in starting that over again. I feel like you've tried that. I feel like you've tried to make things work and it's not, and you're losing interest in it now. Like, well, I'm not going to keep playing the fool, you know, because this shakeup was big for you. It was big, and it definitely rocked your foundation. And with the Four of Cups, I feel like, you know, when you lose interest in things, that's like a depression, you know. That's feeling depressed, uninterested, you know, like just withdrawn, not even hearing spirit speak. And I'm looking at this because I feel like I'm missing a piece. You're waiting for things to smooth out. You're trying to come up with a solution to smooth things out, you know, in order to be able to start over. You're looking for this solution with the Temperance card. You're looking for this balance, you know, because this is chaotic. This is chaos. And I feel like this is an inner chaos. That's inner turmoil. But you're ready to start over. With this Ace of Wands, you're ready to start over. And you're really thinking about what took place. You're really thinking about what took place and how much work you put into that. Trying to communicate with people and just not getting much in return. And so this is where you like pack it up, fold it up, and say, okay, what else can I do? You know, there's nothing else I can do but move forward. And so, you know, you've defended yourself in this. You've done everything that you could to rectify this situation. You know, I want to clarify that Star card. Yeah, Five of Wands. Four of Wands. So many cards came out. Yeah, you know, I'll take that Judgment. And the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. This is very slow moving. But with the Judgment, the Five of Wands and the Four of Wands, this is, you know, hearing a call to get up and fight. Get up and fight and stand your ground with the Seven of Wands here for your stability, for your home, for your safety net, for your footing, for you feeling comfortable, you know? And it doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter where you are. Spirit is telling you to get up and fight for your comfortability. Meaning, don't sit here like the Four of Cups and lose interest and get into this funk and not move forward. You know, this is the Wheel of Fortune, and it's upright. You throw a spoke, you throw like a stick in that spoke, in that wheel, it's going to stop moving. It's going to stop turning. And I feel like if you fold your cards up now and quit the game, which I don't see you doing, but if for some reason you do, then you determine where this wheel lands. You know, I feel like it's kind of like Spirit is telling you, don't focus on your surroundings. Don't focus on that. Don't focus on your surroundings and what has taken place. Focus on moving forward and what's to come. That's where your focus needs to be. Because whatever happened up here, whatever has taken place, it's done. It's over. The worst part of that is done. And so you need to move forward. And I feel like you're coming out of it. I feel like there's a lot of introspection going on. I feel like you're going within and doing a lot of thinking, you know, taking responsibility for your part in whatever took place. I think some of you are standing your ground and feeling like you are right. And I feel like if you are right, then you have every right to defend yourself and stand your ground. But sometimes it's really, really hard to look at ourselves and take responsibility for our actions in it. And I think this is what you're being called to do. Not as a punishment at all, but as a recognition, self-recognition. And this isn't even anything you have to share with anybody, you know, but it's self-recognition moving forward. What can I do moving forward to change how things were in the past in order to have future success? But if you stay stuck in your head and stuck in emotions, it's going to be very difficult if you stay with the woe is me, you know. Granted, you have every right to feel that way, for sure. Everybody goes through that. But to allow it to determine your next move, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. But I feel like you're not going to allow that. I feel like you're slowly coming around. I feel like you're slowly coming around and seeing things for what it is and saying, okay, there's nothing I can do about it. But am I going to allow this to determine how this defines me as a person? No. You can't do that. You can't do that, you know? You can't do that. You've got the Hierophant, the all-gifted, under this Five of Pentacles. Spirit is bestowing gifts on you. I mean, these could be gifts of love. These could be gifts of support. It doesn't have to be tangible. It doesn't have to be a physical gift. But I feel like, you know, you're really kind of going through it right now. But it's going to clear its energy up. You know, I feel like, gosh, you know, Aquarius and Pisces had to be the hardest readings for me. They're very confusing. And, and they're so close to each other, the zodiac, in the zodiac wheel. So I just feel like the energy is just kind of, that type of energy is just in that area, astrologically. And it's difficult to pull, like, to even articulate what it is that I'm trying to say in this reading. And it was the same for Aquarius. The other 10 signs I moved through quite easily. But these two, it feels like the energy is stuck. It feels like the energy is confusing. It feels like the energy is stuck. And it's difficult to sift through it. But I will say that, you've got drive in defending yourself. You can definitely defend yourself. And you definitely want to start over. But it's the emotional space that you're in that sort of concerns me. And I feel like once you can clean up the emotion and start feeling better in general, you can start to see this new path open up for you. And it's something you're definitely putting in the works, trying to come up with a solution to make this new path less oppressive, more fun for yourself. You need fun. I mean, I don't know how long it's been since you've had actual fun and felt good about it. But I'm going to shuffle a couple of these advice cards for you and see what Spirit has to say. Wow, that went flying. Okay, dedicated effort. That makes sense to me, and I really feel like that has to do with this Four of Cups. It's going to take a lot for you to come up out of this emotional space in order to get this wheel, to start this new beginning and with this Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, it's very difficult for you to be able to move forward, and it is going to take a dedicated effort to do so, and an inner strength for sure. Open up. Yeah. Allow Spirit to come in and help you. I feel like there is a block there for sure. Healing begins. Yeah, this really rocked you, whatever this was, for sure. One more card. Confront. Yeah. See, there's a part of yourself that you're going to have to confront. I feel like this is a new cycle starting for you. And I feel like an old way of being, that skin needs to be shed. And I feel like this is where that dedicated effort comes in. And allowing Spirit to come in and help you through this. Because I feel like, there's a lot of things that you may realize that you could have done things differently. If you would have done things differently, then you wouldn't be where you are right now. And this isn't to say that, you're a bad person or made, this isn't like a blame thing at all. But this is self-realization. And sometimes that's the hardest things for us. And this is where this confront comes in. Confronting a certain aspect of yourself. Going back and trying to figure out, where did everything go wrong? Where in my life does this stem from? And it may go back to childhood. It may very well go back to childhood. It could be something that a parent caused, in you way in your defining years, And you need to heal from that and let that go. And you are not them, and you don't have to live your life according to the way other people behaved. But I feel like at this moment, even though you want this new beginning to start, this is something you don't want to face. This is something you don't want to deal with, is that aspect of yourself. You just want to you're not interested in it. But in order for this wheel to move upright, you have to confront this. And this is where Spirit is coming in and saying they have you. They've got your back. But you have to allow them in. You got to let them in. If you don't, and it's going to take a lot of work for you to do. That's not easy for you. But this is why the tower happened. Because this is like Spirit coming in and saying it's time to fix this. You want a happy ending, the happily ever after, without feeling insignificant, without feeling lack, without feeling left out, all these feelings of lack. I don't have this, I don't have that, this stinks, this, that, to come out of that feeling, to come out of that energy, you've got to be able to open up and surrender. I think surrendering is what is very difficult for you, because it's painful, and it's going to take a lot of work. I hope this made sense to you, Pisces, because it's definitely all over the place. The energy feels very confusing to me, and I really hope it made sense to you. Please leave a comment below. I'm very curious as how this plays out for you. And listen to your rising and moon sign before you leave a thumbs down. I mean, you obviously do what you want to do, but, I would appreciate that, because this was difficult to read. And I'm still confused by this energy, but let me know what you think, and please remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, because I will be posting mid-months, so click on the bell so you'll be notified when that happens. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me at www.newagasupply.store, and you can book online under the bookings tabs, okay? All right, I'll see you soon, Pisces. Take care.